Calling all vendors. If I were a betting woman, I would put money down on the fact that as a small business owner, you have been approached or have considered participating in a community fair or event as a vendor. The list of reasons for why you may consider participating in a community fair or event are numerous and for the most part all advantageous. However, there are a few things that you can do to make sure that you are maximizing your resources and efforts during these community events or fairs. Hi y'all, I'm Vivian Walton, the Seasoned Marketer, and my channel is all about sharing marketing tips, tools, and tactics with resourceful business owners. This video will be the first of a three-part series focusing on community events and fairs. Today's video will focus on how to identify the right event for your business, events that will increase awareness and translate to sales. I have a free downloadable guide that I've made just for you to go with this video, and it will help walk you through the questions that you should be asking before you participate in any of these events as a vendor. Next week's video, I'll share some creative ways for how to set up a table that will attract more people. And then in the following week, I'll cover conversation starters, how to engage with people once they are in front of you. Today, I'm sharing with you how to identify the right community fairs and events for your business. First, I want to explain why this right here is the most important part of the process. Yes, setting up a table or booth that attracts people is the fun part, but you can waste a lot of time and resources if you do not take the time to research and ask the right questions. If you are just getting started in your business, I can tell you that you will be approached or asked to participate in plenty of community fairs and events. And the sooner that you can master identifying the ones that are right for your business, the better. Lastly, I want to empower you to say no. Remember that sometimes success in business is not only knowing when to say yes to a good opportunity, but also being comfortable saying no to a bad one. All right, so let's jump right in. The event. Through a combination of research and asking the event organizer, you will want to answer the following questions. How many attendees are you expecting at this event? If this is a brand new event, then be aware that the number that the organizer supplies you with may simply be a guesstimate. For events that are not in their first year of existence, then be sure to ask for the prior year's attendance numbers. A good event organizer will be able to supply you with a head count of how many people attended the event the year prior. Sometimes it could be a good idea to ask for attendance numbers for consecutive years. For example, if you see that their numbers from 2017 were higher than their attendance numbers in 2018, then ask them why. What contributed to the drop in attendance? The difference between a drop in attendance due to bad weather and one due to bad parking arrangements can be huge and help you in determining whether or not you want to participate. Who is the event geared towards? Is it an event geared towards a niche market like moms? Is it an event targeted towards a specific community or neighborhood? For example, a school fair or a neighborhood park day. Is it an employer-sponsored event targeting company employees, like Fruit of the Loom's Employee Health Fair? The reason you want to be clear about who will be attending the event is because you will be spending time and resources to participate. Even if there is no participation or vendor fee to you, you will be spending time and money on being there and giving away promotional products or print collateral like brochures or flyers. Look at this the same way you would look at an investment in a print ad. If you sell premenopausal supplements for women, would you think it's a smart idea to place an ad in a men's health magazine? Probably not. In the same sense, make sure that the people the event will be drawing in are your target audience. Otherwise, you are wasting your time by participating. What is the purpose of the event? Is it an initiative that is in line with your business's mission, vision, or values? Or is it simply a great way to be an active part of the community that you serve? As a vendor or event participant, what are the requirements? Each event will be different. Some will have strict guidelines and requirements, while some will be very laid back and have very few of them. Things that you will want to consider before committing to an event. Is there a mandatory setup date and time? is there a required takedown time. I've participated in events that have run from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and they require vendors to stay and not break down their booths until 2 p.m. If you do not have enough staff and cannot commit to stay until 2 p.m., let's say because of your son's soccer game or some other commitment, then this event would not be a good fit for you. In some cases, I've seen vendors leave prior to the 2 p.m. requirement and not be invited back the following year. As a vendor, it's important to adhere to the guidelines since the event organizer has them in place, and it's usually to ensure the integrity of the event. Are they charging attendees a fee? A $5 admission to enter a neighborhood children's fair on the first year in existence may affect attendance negatively. A $10 admission to a popular, long-standing crafts fair or a food and wine festival may not affect attendance at all. Who is organizing the event? Is it an organization that you want to be associated with? Do the research and see if you find any negative feedback on social media forums regarding the event or the organization. Search the internet and see how well the event is publicized. The publicity that you are looking for is not only limited to promoting the event, but see if there are any write-ups in the newspaper or local magazines after the event. Resources. Because community events and fairs take up more resources, you'll want to be crystal clear on what your expenses will be. Consider the following questions. What is the vendor fee? Some events will not charge a fee to participate, but typically what you'll find is that the larger and more popular the event, the more you can expect to pay some type of fee. Be clear on what the cost is and what it includes in the pricing. For example, do they provide a tent and a 6-foot table and 2 fold-out chairs, or do they just provide the 10 by 10 space, and are you responsible for bringing everything else? This is important because if you do not have a table and chairs or a tent, if you wanted to go that route, then you will have to purchase all of these items prior to the day of the event, which is an added expense to you. Promotional products or goodies. Since I've already asked how many people will be attending, I should be able to get a good idea of how many promotional products or goodies I'll want to bring with me. If I'm considering participation in an event that had 1,000 attendees last year, and I want my promotional products to be pens, then I can expect to spend somewhere around $300 to $350 in promotional products. But if I decide to hand out tote bags with my logo on it, then I'll be spending over $1,000 in promotional products alone. It's important to take this into consideration before committing to an event, because an event that you think will be free and will only cost you time out of your day can end up actually costing you a whole lot more once all of these expenses have been added up. Human resources and time. If you are a small business and decide that you will do the event yourself, then your HR costs won't be as big of an issue. But if you have to stay on site at your store because the event is during business hours and you'll be sending an employee or staff member to set up and be present for the event, then you will want to consider the hourly rate that you are paying that employee to be there. Don't forget that even though the event may run from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., you have to account for setup and takedown time of the material. Also, don't forget to account for all of the prep work that you'll be doing for the event. If you plan on selling products that day, how many hours is it going to take for you to get all of the products ready? Your business goals. Even though community events and fairs may seem laid back and fun, because let's be real, they are a nice change of pace and they allow you to meet a whole lot of people. You need to be just as strategic though with your participation in these events as you are with the rest of your marketing and advertising. Never participate in an event without knowing the following. What is your goal in participating in this event? Examples of goals can range from to sell my products at the event, to increase foot traffic into my brick and mortar store afterwards, to get my name out in the community and raise awareness, to rub elbows and network with other business owners and event vendors, to create a buzz for a product or service that will be launching in the coming weeks or months, to provide attendees with useful information on local resources that are available to them, to help out the organization that is putting on the event. And lastly, how are you going to amplify your participation in this event? With Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you can now help publicize the event and help get more people out there the day of. And you can also share your experience while you're there at the event. Leveraging your participation is always a good idea even after the event has concluded. It can spark interest from other community event organizers or even potential customers who want to purchase from a business who is active in their community. Make a concerted effort to think about how you can use your participation for this event to your full advantage. I know we ran through quite a few questions, but remember I have a free downloadable guide for you that will walk you through these questions. So how will you know if a particular event is worth your time? The answer is simple. Once you have all of the questions answered, simply ask yourself, for the amount of time, X amount of hours, and money, X amount of dollars, is this a smart investment? I hope this information will make it easier for you to identify the right events for your business. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. Just click on the subscribe button. Also, if you want more marketing tips, tools, and tactics for your business, visit my website at theseasonedmarketer.com. Now, I want to turn it over to you. Do you feel a little more confident in being able to spot a good event or fair opportunity for your business? Let me know by leaving it in the comments below.